A secret she carried for years wasn't something she chose. It chose her. It settled quietly into her life, tucked behind smiles and everyday conversations, hidden so well that even she sometimes forgot it was there. On the outside, she looked fine. Normal, put together, but beneath that calm surface lived a memory she had never spoken out loud. Not because she couldn't, but because she didn't know how. Some truths don't arrive with the right words. They arrive with weight. At first, the secret felt small, manageable, something she could lock away and move on from. She told herself everyone has things they don't share, moments they keep to themselves. That made it easier. She learned how to redirect her thoughts, how to laugh at the right times, how to keep conversations light. And for a while, it worked. Life moved forward. Days passed. Years, even. But secrets don't disappear just because time moves on. They change shape. They sink deeper. There were moments when it almost slipped out. Late nights when conversations turned quiet and honest, when the air felt heavy with things unsaid. She would feel it rise up inside her, pressing against her chest, asking to be acknowledged. Her heart would race. Her throat would tighten. And for a split second, she'd consider telling someone. Anyone. But fear always stepped in first. Fear of being misunderstood. Fear of being judged. Fear of changing how people saw her. So she swallowed it back down and told herself it was better this way. Carrying the secret taught her control. She became careful with her words, selective with her emotions. She learned how to listen more than she spoke, how to keep parts of herself hidden even in close relationships. People trusted her. They confided in her. They thought they knew her. And in many ways, they did. Just not all of her. Not the pot shaped by something she never processed, never shared, never fully released. Sometimes the secret showed up in unexpected ways. In moments of hesitation, when she should have been confident, in emotional distance she couldn't always explain. In the way certain situations made her feel uneasy, for reasons she couldn't articulate. She wondered who she might have been without it. How differently she might have loved, trusted, or opened up. But wondering didn't change anything. The secret stayed. As the years passed, it became familiar, almost comfortable in its own painful way. It was part of her routine, like a background noise she'd grown used to. But comfort isn't the same as peace. There were nights when she lay awake, staring into the dark, feeling the weight of it more than ever. Nights when she realized how tired she was of holding it alone, how much energy it took to pretend it didn't matter. She began to understand that the secret wasn't just about what happened. It was about what she never allowed herself to feel afterward. The emotions she postponed, the questions she never answered, the version of herself she paused and never fully returned to. Carrying it for years had shaped her, but it had also limited her. And that realization was both painful and freeing. One night, in the quiet, she finally admitted the truth to herself. Not the details, not the story, just the impact. She acknowledged how heavy it had been, how strong she'd had to become just to function. And for the first time, she didn't minimize it. She didn't tell herself it wasn't a big deal. She didn't compare it to anyone else's pain. She simply allowed it to matter. She still didn't tell anyone. Not yet. But something shifted. The secret loosened its grip, just a little, because naming its weight, even privately, changed her relationship with it. It no longer owned her silence. She realized that carrying something for years doesn't mean you were meant to carry it forever. It just means you survived it, the only way you knew how. And as she lay there, breathing slowly, she understood something important. The secret was part of her story, but it wasn't the whole story. It didn't define her strength, her kindness, or her capacity to feel deeply. It was something she carried, yes, but it wasn't who she was. And knowing that, even quietly, felt like the beginning of letting go.